I'm Megan Pagoda, and this is Build It Betties. Here we are at TinyFest in San Diego. I would say sunny, but it's not sunny today. But that's all right. There's a lot of great things to check out. There's a bunch of tiny house builders. We've got travel trailers. We've got DIY. We've got a bunch of just cool people to talk to. I especially like talking to the DIY to see their inspiration behind their builds and, things that they learned, their tips and tricks. And I found some really great women builders that just kind of did it themselves, and we'll be talking to a few of them. And also, they're all learning from each other, which is amazing. It's not like a competitive thing. We're not trying to build the best tiny house or sell the most tiny houses. It's you're just building it for yourself. So you just put extra care and research into all the details. You've got kind of the more carbon copy prefab. I equate it to a neighborhood where you go and all the houses look the same, and it's kind of, there's not much heart to it, I feel. It's just kind of cranking things out using cheap materials. I'm doing it right in front of, here we are in front of the lifeless prefabs. And then you go into the DIY section and you can just feel the pride of people who actually did it themselves and they're living in it. So yeah, we're gonna go walk around, we're gonna meet some people, we're gonna hopefully find some other women builders and just talk to them about their experiences and what's inspired them and how they hope to inspire others. I don't like it. Too generic. And now we get to the fun part, the DIY builds. Well, here we are. We're inside of Shelly, Adelaide and Tito's home. Tito is the mascot. We have a lot in common, just being artists and independent women and just kind of go-getters, self-made, figure it out, hustle. We kind of around the same time came to similar conclusions. I had my trailers and I was touring around and doing festivals and everything, and not long after you bought an ambulance and converted it into your home.
I was living in San Diego doing full-time entertainment and artwork and modeling and teaching, and life got insane. So I needed to do the classic artist hermit chapter. I moved out to the woods and was homesteading, but started going a little stir crazy there. And I wanted to explore my forever home, and I didn't know where that was going to be. So essentially, this road life came as a vehicle, literally and metaphorically, as a way to find where I wanted to post up and really invest my time and energy and my skills. and with a big question mark on the location, I decided to hit the road and started going down that rabbit hole. I knew I wanted to stand. I knew I wanted to feel comfortable. I knew I wanted to feel at home. So I really went for it, like 110%, with just getting a vehicle that I really felt like would be unique and represent me and my artistry. So I think Shelly definitely was a good call for that. Also, be living in essentially a mobile billboard since I painted the entire outside by hand, and I've been doing a lot of murals since this and larger scale artwork. So
what was behind your decision of going with an ambulance versus a trailer or a bus or a van? Like, I know you mentioned wanting to be able to stand up, but like, what other benefits did you see to starting with an ambulance, or did one just come into your life? Like, how did it, what made you go with ambulance?
My ex-partner at the time was converting short buses, and you know, as life has it, I met him when I was starting to think about, you know, living in a vehicle. So I jumped on board with going and picking up buses and traveling in buses and doing a few of those things before I even got Shelly. And while on the road, I just kind of, you know, looked around, and one day I saw a little box truck ambulance that was actually a little circus crew. And I just thought it was super cute. And I was like, that's it, an ambulance. And once that seed got planted, I just started looking for used ambulances for sale. And actually the reason I called her Shelly is because it's like a turtle shell. So I think of the outside like this really hard shell that feels like impermeable, which I feel safe in. But inside, as you can see, it's like really cozy and homey. And so it's like this like feminine softness inside and this hard shell on the outside. And I feel like I'm in my own little world in here, and that's been really nice even in urban settings. Other than it being really heavy and really large and taking some learning curve to drive, I think I made, I don't have like regrets on the decision I made as far as like type of vehicle.
You posted recently just that having Shelly and creating her was something that changed you. And I kind of wanted just hear you talk about what changed about you. Like, what did you learn about yourself? What did you learn how to do? Like, how did it push you to become like this new version? Like, there's you before Shelly, and now there's the you after Shelly. And I just wanted to hear like how the experience changed you.
I knew my life was going to change, obviously, lifestyle. I'm not even approaching, like I'm not even dreaming in the same way, and I'm actually literally three-dimensional in my art now. So I started doing body casting, so I'm doing sculpture work now, and I'm doing yoni casting actually, which I haven't promoted yet. And I'm like, whoa, I'm just like this completely shifted the direction of my visual art. And when you live in something that you rely on that has dozens of things that could go wrong at any moment, if I don't know how to fix it, then I probably don't know how it functions. That's been really cool. Sometimes it can get overwhelming, and it is a more masculine way of thinking. And luckily, I'm a professional belly dance teacher. Thank the Lord. Because, you know, as much as I love those things, like I do feel that we need to balance it out. And like to your point you were saying earlier about like a women build team and even like stretching between things, like, yeah, that's really important. Even the things I tried to avoid learning, like the electrical, and then when it broke, yeah, and you're not getting any power, it gets pretty serious.
Yeah, that's interesting to hear how like now you're interested in wood burning and like things that require depth and different like kinds of detail on different mediums, and you know, like maybe you'll be into mosaics someday. Had you ever tiled before this?
Mm-mm.
No. So like it looks amazing. Like it looks like it's done by a professional. Like I don't see any flaws. You probably know of a few just from doing it, but like just overcoming that fear of doing something that you've never done before. Like when you did the tile, did you have a friend that knew how to do it, or did you just YouTube it, or what?
I did build this on my own in the sense that I put my hands on every single thing, like inside and out, but like I don't feel like I did it on my own, because like I had knowledge that I gained from other people, and I did hire out people for the electrical and the solar, and I also had access to tools.
You know, learning different trades, like whether it's tiling or, you know, electrical or propane or whatever, like getting to try each one of them, like you got a little taste of everything doing this. And maybe there was one that like was really like extra interesting to you. And it's like, and I think it's important to try all of them to like find out what you're good at, because like that's what I've heard, especially from a lot of women, was like that, you know, they didn't grow up around having any role models of any women that were like an electrician or something. Like they didn't have the experience. So it didn't even like enter their consciousness of like, oh, electrical would be fun to work with. I think it's so cool to do a project like this because you might spark something new that, you know, becomes like a lifelong passion or hobby or even job for you. There's a lot of talking. Tiny houses are a thing of the future, and they're here to stay. And with the cost of living going up, you know, more people are seeing this as like a sustainable option. And also like actually walking inside of a tiny house and be able to picture yourself inside of it, like really gives people a sense of like, oh, this is possible and this is comfortable, and it's not just, you know, a fad. It's not just like a cute kitschy thing. Like this could actually be the future. I found a girl who does electrical. Well, she actually found me, probably the highest ranking one on Team Betties, because I don't have a license and I have no training. So electrical is just one of those systems that you do not want to mess up, especially once it's like insulated and your walls are on.